What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So for this horror trailer review, we are taking a look at Abraham's Boys, a Dracula Story trailer. Van Helsing's Sons takes center stage in Joe Hill movie. So this is an interesting, we seem to be getting more and more Dracula takes, variations of the broader story, maybe not the direct story, but here Van Helsing's Sons take center stage. So this is going to, I think, be an interesting take, interesting article to go through and watch this trailer. So we're just going to jump right into it because I for one, love anything Dracula, anything vampire related. So I'm all for this, but not sure how this is going to play out. If it's going to be a modern take, we're doing another period piece. So let's jump into the article details. Hopefully we'll learn about which route they're going to go for this. And then we'll jump into the trailer as we always do and then give our final thoughts. So based on this first, I don't know, based on this first picture, I'd imagine it's from the trailer. I don't know if this is now going to be if this is a black and white film. I can't really tell. It looks, based on what we're seeing, you could make an argument, is this modern or period piece? Because based on the figure behind them, this cloak is really high up covering their face. We see where my cursor is. But then if you look at her hairstyle and even her, on her shoulder, the type of clothing she might be wearing, it might be more modern. So not sure what route we're going yet there. Again, not sure if this is even a black and white film. So let's keep going. Joe Hill's short story comes to the screen in Abraham's Boys, a Dracula Story, a unique approach to Bram Stoker's horror classic from director Natasha Kermani. Again, hopefully I'm pronouncing that somewhat correctly. Abraham's Boys reimagines vampire lore through the eyes of Van Helsing's sons as they unravel their father's haunted legacy, blending gothic horror with a modern exploration of generational trauma. It's coming to theaters from RLJE Films and Shudder on July 11th, 2025. So we're just a little under a month away. In Abraham's Boys, a Dracula Story, Max and Rudy Van Helsing have spent their lives under the strict and overprotective rule of their father, Abraham. Unaware of his dark past, they struggle to understand his paranoia and increasingly erratic behavior. But when they begin to uncover the violent truths behind their father's history with Dracula, their world unravels, forcing them to confront the terrifying legacy they were never meant to inherit. Okay, that's a different take, a pretty interesting concept for a story for a film. Let's keep going. So we have the casting here. So you don't know who Titus, I think it's Welliver, if that's how you pronounce it. I think he's a great actor. One of the more recent shows he's been involved in over on Prime Video is the whole, Bosch universe. There was the main show, and I think they've done like 2 spin-off shows. He did that character in that show for quite some time. He's been in other things, many other TV shows. He even had a small role in Sons of Anarchy as like one of the Irish, gang members, so to speak, or Irish mob members. But I think he's a phenomenal actor. He was also in The Town as one of the FBI agents of the Ben Affleck film. It was more of a supporting role, didn't star in it, but still, I thought he's still a great actor. It is a quote. It was a joy to bring Joe Hill's dark gothic story to the screen on location in California with a fantastic Los Angeles cast and crew. Kermani said in a statement, "I'm so excited to now be able to share the film with audiences all over the world, alongside my friends at RLJE Films and Shudder. We can't wait to bring Abraham's Boys to audiences and expand the Dracula legacy with a fresh and compelling perspective," added RLJ Films Chief Acquisitions Officer Mark Ward. Let's keep going here a little bit more. Natasha has woven a gripping, character-driven horror story that drags Van Helsing's past into the light, whether his sons are ready for it or not. Okay. Hill's short story originally appeared in 2004 anthology The Many Faces of Van Helsing before being published in the author's 2005 short story collection 20th Century Ghost. All right, so I think that might be where we end off. We have a poster. Okay, so looking at this poster, you guys know how I feel. The text is all wrong. Don't put the text and all those little credits and all that nonsense right in the middle of a poster. And I hate this type of stuff. A terrific fright fest, Stephen King. I hate quotes of any type on a movie poster. But the fact that they would put this right dead center in the middle, I think that looks horrible. Put that at the bottom. It takes away the full effect of the poster. Of the fact she's got these bite marks. And then looking now at this, I don't think this is modern. just the way that looks, that I think we might have more of a period piece film here. We'll jump into it here in a moment and see, but just the way that clothing looks right there on her shoulder, that does not look like modern clothing. Okay, so that's it. So let's get back to the top of the article. Now let's pull up this trailer and see what this one's about.
I have made a disturbing discovery. Perhaps it was foolish of me to think that we could hide away forever. I have known for a long time that it might come.
Is this the Van Helsing home?
The world is getting smaller, closing in on us. But I will always do what is best for our family. I'm sure you've noticed your mother has been acting strange lately.
I see a shadow.
You must understand these demons can cross great oceans. We will set a perimeter. We are safe here.
He's here. Do you think we're in danger?
What do you mean?
What if they're already inside?
I need you to help me protect her.
The devil is coming and I want to be ready for him.
We must not abandon hope, son. Now is the time to rid the world of a demon. King Demon himself.
You're insane.
Evil is real.
So I think this looks really good. I mean, we confirmed a couple things. It's not a black and white, even though we did see that particular still shot that we saw from the article. We saw that scene there briefly. It was black and white there, but the film is not black and white. It is a period piece film, early 1900s. So I'm all in for that. You guys know I love period piece films, so that already I'm all in for. Dracula Story, I'm all in for. So that's already 2 check boxes for me. Titus, think he's a great actor. It's another checkbox for me. I do like the tone of where this is going because I think as the article was alluding to, and as the trailer leans heavily into, is not only are you fighting off this, portrayal of Dracula, this portrayal of a vampire who's obviously attacking the wife, or the wife has some connection to, as she jumps up and says he's here, but also the fact that their dad is going crazy, right? And as the article mentioned, that the Van Helsing sons are now having to deal with the repercussions of their father's, past, or what he did in his life. And we see him having that downward spiral, so to speak, because it looked like at one point he threw one of his sons down the stairs into the basement. I mean, that could only be, I'd assume so, because that's what it appeared to be. But yeah, this one looks really good. I am all for this one. I can't wait to see this one. Since it is being done by Shudder as well, I imagine once this will make its way to Shudder, it says coming to theaters on July 11th. So I imagine soon after we should expect to see it land on Shudder at some point, which I do have Shudder, so I will definitely be checking this one out. Don't know if this is necessarily going to be a theater one for me, knowing that how quickly some of these films are showing up on streaming platforms. I do see this one probably, even though it's not saying a limited release, I see this one only being in in theaters, probably 3 to 4 weeks tops. After that, I see it going to Shudder probably by the 6th, 7th week. And then at that point, I'll be checking it out, coming back with a spoiler review. But I am excited for this one. This one definitely looks good. I like the tone of it. I like the fact that they're very secluded, so it's not as if they can run for help or go seek help once things start to go down, so to speak, once everything starts to hit the fan. So drop a comment in the comment section. Let us know what you think about the trailer for Abraham's Boys, A Dracula Story. Again, July 11th, coming to theaters. And if you haven't done so already, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, we'll see you at the next one. Later.